I was sending money to my mom back home. I had a mortgage to pay, and so having to hide my sexuality was crucial to my livelihood. And so it did take me longer, I think, being an actress to come out than if I had chosen any other profession.
Portia de Rossi appeared deeply in love with Ellen DeGeneres, once promising she'd never leave her. Together, they seemed like Hollywood's ultimate power couple, radiating love and admiration whenever they were together. Their affection appeared genuine and profound, yet something eventually shifted. Beneath their perfect public image, struggles began to emerge, and rumors surfaced about turmoil in their marriage. According to insiders, Ellen confided in friends that she'd done everything to save their relationship, yet her efforts couldn't prevent the heartbreak that followed. "I can't forget what Portia said to me," she admitted, hinting at painful words exchanged between them. What led to the unraveling of this celebrated love story? The love story of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi began amid Hollywood's glitz and glamour. They first crossed paths at a social event in Los Angeles, both on the rise in the entertainment world. Ellen, already a well-loved comedian and television host, had become a prominent figure after her courageous decision to come out, establishing her as a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation. Portia, on the other hand, was still early in her career but gaining attention for her role on the popular TV show Ally McBeal. Their first interaction was brief yet left a lasting impression on Portia, who later admitted to being immediately captivated by Ellen. However, there was a significant obstacle. Portia was not yet publicly out and feared the impact coming out might have on her career. Though drawn to Ellen, she kept her feelings hidden, worried about her personal and professional future. After their first meeting, they continued with their lives, but something had shifted within Portia. They crossed paths a few more times over the years, each encounter charged with subtle tension and unspoken emotions. The connection between them was undeniable, even if neither was ready to say it aloud. By the time they met again at another event, both Ellen and Portia happened to be single. This time, the attraction was unmistakable. Ellen, who was open and confident in her identity, initiated a deeper conversation, breaking through Portia's emotional walls and making her feel safe and understood, something Portia rarely experienced. Soon after, they began dating, initially keeping their relationship under the radar. Over time, they felt ready to go public, and their love quickly became a symbol of courage and authenticity, especially within the LGBTQ community. Ellen had faced backlash when she came out in the late 90s, but by the time the Ellen DeGeneres show premiered, she was one of television's most beloved personalities, known for her warmth, humor, and kindness. Meanwhile, Portia was gaining popularity through her role on Arrested Development, adding to her acclaim as an actress. Together, they embodied resilience, overcoming the challenges of being openly gay in Hollywood. As their relationship strengthened, Ellen openly expressed her love for Portia on her show. Around the time they began dating, Portia publicly came out, crediting Ellen's confidence as a source of inspiration. In interviews, she described Ellen as her best friend and soulmate, qualities that revealed the depth of their connection. Fans adored them, celebrating their relationship as a beacon of hope for LGBTQ couples. Ellen and Portia shared a deep love for animals and a commitment to philanthropy, advocating for positive change together. Ellen's humor complemented Portia's introspective nature, creating a balanced and harmonious bond. Their affectionate public appearances hand in hand at red carpet events, laughing together, exchanging loving glances quickly made them one of Hollywood's most admired couples. They became a symbol of enduring love, particularly meaningful to LGBTQ fans who saw them as role models. Their love story, a historic chapter in LGBTQ visibility, inspired countless people by showing the world what true love can look like in the face of societal expectations. When the California Supreme Court overturned the ban on same-sex marriage, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi seized the opportunity to make their love a legally recognized commitment and a powerful political statement. Thrilled to finally affirm their relationship in the eyes of the law, Ellen proposed to Portia in their Los Angeles home with a beautiful pink diamond ring, leaving Portia overwhelmed with emotion. She accepted, and their engagement became a celebrated milestone across the media. Their wedding, held in their Beverly Hills home, was an intimate affair attended by close friends and family, set against a backdrop of love and joy. The ceremony was a celebration of their shared journey, with a mutual commitment to building a life rooted in love and respect. Their marriage became a landmark moment for LGBTQ visibility, symbolizing hope and progress. Beyond a deeply personal union, it was an inspiration to fans and supporters who saw in their love a testament to resilience and authenticity. Over the years, Ellen and Portia supported each other's careers and personal growth. They built a home together, shared passions, and continued their advocacy for animal rights and other meaningful causes. Ellen's television career flourished while Portia explored her artistic interests, eventually founding her own company. Together, they faced the challenges of public life with grace, navigating the ups and downs that come with the spotlight. Yet, as rumors later suggested, their relationship encountered private struggles despite their seemingly perfect public image. Reports surfaced suggesting Ellen confided in friends about challenges within their marriage, with insiders noting that her efforts to preserve their bond appeared strained. Ellen hinted at moments in their relationship that left a lasting impact, possibly marking a turning point. Though their marriage initially seemed destined to last forever, the demands of a high-profile relationship, especially with Ellen's public persona as a talk show host, added pressure to keep up appearances despite any underlying issues. Their love story touched countless lives. For years, they stood as a testament to the resilience of love and the strength of living authentically. Together, they helped pave the way for greater LGBTQ acceptance, becoming icons of love and strength within the community. While rumors continue to swirl about the state of their relationship, the legacy of Ellen and Portia's love will always serve as an example of love's ability to overcome obstacles, regardless of the eventual outcome. The relationship journey of Ellen and Portia, from their early days to their wedding and years as a couple, has been one of courage, authenticity, and profound love. They showed the world that true love transcends labels and societal expectations. Despite unexpected challenges, their story remains an inspiring reminder that love, in all its forms, is worth celebrating. On their wedding day, Ellen wore a white pantsuit that reflected her distinctive style, while Portia donned a flowing gown exuding elegance. Their handwritten vows were heartfelt promises of love, support, and unwavering friendship, a historic declaration that resonated beyond the intimate moment. For many, Ellen and Portia represented a powerful example of love that defied boundaries, inspiring hope for those seeking representation of same-sex love in a world where such relationships were often overlooked. The significance of their marriage extended beyond their wedding day, symbolizing both a personal and public evolution. Ellen continued to rise in influence, while Portia, a talented actress known for roles like in Arrested Development, pursued her own career with passion, even as her relationship sometimes overshadowed her individual achievements. Still, both women supported one another wholeheartedly, using their platforms to advocate for causes close to their hearts, such as humanitarian and animal rights projects. Together, they created a powerful presence in Hollywood and beyond, embodying a partnership rooted in shared values and public impact. Their love story, filled with affectionate moments and mutual admiration, painted a picture of a deeply loving couple in a world where such examples are rare. For many, they were the epitome of a stable, healthy, and supportive relationship. Becoming a symbol of love's possibilities and the power of living authentically. The message that true love built on respect and mutual admiration could survive and even thrive under the intense pressures of Hollywood was embodied, for a time, in Ellen DeGeneres and PortiaDeRossi's marriage. Their union was widely considered one of Hollywood's most stable and inspiring, a shining example of a loving and supportive relationship. They were celebrated as one of the industry's most adored couples, admired for their commitment to each other and shared values. However, like many high-profile relationships, their journey was not without challenges. The demands of their careers, relentless public scrutiny, and the pressures of maintaining their celebrity status began to strain their marriage. By 2014, signs of strain appeared, and rumors of a rift began to circulate. Many attributed the tension to Ellen's high-profile status as a talk show host, and Portia's struggle to define herself amid Ellen's overwhelming success. Despite Portia's talent and career achievements, she often found herself recognized more as Ellen's wife than for her own accomplishments. This imbalance led to a sense of personal conflict and an identity crisis, creating tension within their relationship. Portia grappled with feelings of inadequacy and resentment, feeling overshadowed by Ellen's fame and struggling to reconcile her professional identity with her role as Ellen's spouse. Portia's challenges were compounded by her own personal struggles, including a long-standing battle with eating disorders, self-esteem issues, and a deep sense of inadequacy. Living in the public eye made it increasingly difficult for her to find inner peace. Despite being in a relationship with someone she deeply loved, Portia often felt isolated and alone. Meanwhile, Ellen's career was reaching new heights, but her success came at a cost. Behind her upbeat public persona, Ellen faced mounting stress. Her role as a symbol of kindness, humor, and advocacy had won her global admiration, yet as her fame grew, so did the pressure to live up to this image. The emotional distance between Ellen and Portia continued to grow as Ellen's work demands left little time for the intimacy and connection Portia craved. By 2018, Ellen reached a point of exhaustion. The constant need to maintain her public image was beginning to take a toll, and she considered stepping back from her talk show. Portia supported this idea, hoping it would allow them to reconnect and rediscover the quiet, authentic connection they once shared. However, Ellen ultimately chose to renew her contract, signaling that her career remained a top priority. This decision was painful for Portia, as she felt her own needs and desires were being overlooked. The pandemic in 2020 further strained their relationship as it forced them into close quarters, amplifying existing tensions. During this difficult time, Ellen's show came under scrutiny amid allegations of a toxic work environment. Portia publicly supported Ellen, but privately the couple's arguments became more frequent, and their dynamic shifted. Ellen's need to control every aspect of her public image began to bleed into their private life, causing further conflict. Despite attempts at therapy and their efforts to salvage their relationship, by late 2021, it became clear that their marriage was no longer sustainable. They had both tried their best, but the growing divide between their personal and professional lives ultimately proved insurmountable. Portia de Rossi and Ellen DeGeneres made multiple efforts to reconcile their differences, but some wounds ran too deep to mend. Portia, the more introspective and reserved partner, longed for a quieter, more authentic life, one free from the pressures of the public eye. Ellen, however, remained deeply committed to her career and the constant demands of her public image, often prioritizing them over their marriage. Eventually, they made the difficult decision to part ways. Though painful, the end of their marriage allowed them both to move forward. Afterward, Ellen spoke openly about Portia's importance in her life, describing her as the most important person she had ever known. Portia, too, expressed that she would always love Ellen, cherishing the beautiful moments they shared. They both came to realize that, while their marriage may not have had the fairy tale ending many hoped for, it was a meaningful and transformative chapter in their lives. The conclusion of their relationship marked the end of one of Hollywood's most beloved partnerships, and although their paths diverged, they acknowledged that the love they shared was real and profoundly changed them. Portia de Rossi had long been a prominent figure in Hollywood, known for her roles in shows like Ally McBeal and Arrested Development. Her sharp comedic timing and screen presence made her a household name. However, in recent years, she largely left the spotlight, becoming widely recognized as Ellen's supportive spouse. Her decision to step away from acting raised questions: was it due to career shifts, a new path, or something more personal? By 2010, her retreat from Hollywood became evident. Following the cancellation of her comedy series Better Off Ted, she took a break from acting and published her memoir, Unbearable Lightness: A Story of Loss and Gain. In it, Portia candidly detailed her lifelong struggle with anorexia and bulimia, conditions that severely impacted her health and self-worth. She described how the entertainment industry's rigid beauty standards fueled her eating disorders, pushing her toward dangerous behaviors to maintain a specific look. Her challenges extended beyond physical health and took a toll on her mental well-being, leaving her feeling isolated, ashamed, and drained. Eventually, she reached a turning point and sought help, gradually working towards self-acceptance and healing. Writing Unbearable Lightness was therapeutic, allowing her to process her past and share her experiences with others facing similar struggles. Leaving acting was about more than personal healing. Over time, Portia developed a passion for art and activism, dedicating herself to animal rights and collaborating with Ellen on various charitable projects. This shift allowed her to engage in meaningful work outside Hollywood, focusing on values she deeply cherished. Her relationship with Ellen played a significant role in this transition. Married in 2008, they became one of Hollywood's most visible same-sex couples, admired for their openness and commitment to each other. Their relationship offered Portia stability, helping her focus on her happiness and personal fulfillment. Together, they faced challenges like public scrutiny and personal difficulties, ultimately reinforcing her decision to prioritize family and well-being over fame. Portia's journey is one of resilience and self-discovery. Her memoir and her willingness to discuss her struggles resonated with fans, especially those dealing with body image and mental health issues. By speaking out, she used her platform to raise awareness about eating disorders and encouraged others to seek help. Though she occasionally returned for roles, her focus remained on her personal life, activism, and entrepreneurial ventures, including her art publishing company, General Publishing Company. This new chapter in her career reflects her commitment to meaningful work that promotes creativity and supports fellow artists. Today, PortiaDeRossi stands not only as Ellen DeGeneres' supportive partner but also as a mental health advocate, animal rights activist, and champion of the arts. Her story is one of courage, transformation, and purpose, a testament to the richness and fulfillment possible in a life beyond fame.
It took me a long time to come out because I thought my career depended on this image of a heterosexual woman.
In an interview with Oprah Winfrey following the release of her memoir, PortiaDeRossi opened up about her struggle with an eating disorder, which began at age 12 and worsened once she entered the modeling and entertainment industry. She shared a painful memory of feeling humiliated when asked to perform a strip scene just a few episodes into her role as lawyer Nellie Porter on Al Macul. This experience only intensified her condition. On TV, you don't really have control over where your character is going, Deezy recalled. The only thing I could control was how I looked and what I weighed. I was constantly looking for external validation. How was it? How did I look? In addition to her battle with an eating disorder, Deezy also revealed her fear of being outed as gay, keeping her sexuality hidden throughout the filming of Al Macul until a paparazzi incident outed her publicly. These challenging experiences ultimately led Deezy to step back from the spotlight. When Arrested Development was rebooted on Netflix in 2013, fans were thrilled to see Deezy reprise her role as the self-righteous Lindsay Bluth. However, some critics and social media users speculated about her appearance, suggesting she might have had cosmetic procedures like a nose job or facelift. Series creator Mitch Hurwitz defended her in an interview with TV Guide, explaining that her appearance had changed due to a vegan diet and a poorly fitting wig. One of the reasons Portia looked different is because we had to put a wig on her, and it looked bad, Hurwitz said. I asked, "Why does this wig look like this?" and the hair person said, "Oh, it's too small, for God's sake. I think if I wore a wig, I'd look different too." FlavorWire noted that the remarks on Deezy's appearance likely reflected a broader culture of sexism and ageism, rather than issues with the actress herself. Deezy's more recent film and TV projects were less successful, which may also play a role in her current absence from the screen. In 2012, she was cast in the ABC sitcom The Smart One, where she played a driven girl boss, navigating sibling rivalry, but the show never made it past the pilot episode. On the big screen, she returned to Australia to star in the 2015 comedy Now Add Honey, but the film was poorly received, with the Sydney Morning Herald calling it a mess. To date, this remains her last movie role.